It's the battle of the sorceresses vying for Geralt's heart. Welcome to MojoPlays, and today we're comparing Yennefer of Vengerberg and Triss Merigold from the Witcher franchise to see who emerges with the crown of the Belle of the Witcher series. And don't worry, we'll be going in depth on both characters here with a wide variety of factors being considered, and not just who's the best looking or who has the prettiest eyes.
Think they'd agree?
I think they'll take convincing.
Before we begin, we publish new content all week long, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Round 1. Powers. Yennefer may have been born into a helpless situation, what with her being severely deformed and living within an abusive family, but her education and time spent at Aretuza Magic Academy turned her into a fearsome and beautiful sorceress. She's skilled in magic, and her abilities led her to serving her former king in an unofficial advisory role. Her knowledge of magic also led her to being the youngest member of the Supreme Council of Sorceresses. On the other hand, Triss Merigold is not only educated and skilled in magic, but she's also a master alchemist as well. Giving her a wider range of control over the natural elements by allowing her to craft potions and elixirs from base materials. Triss also served her king's royal council, but in an official position, and her reputation as a legendary mage far precedes her, as she's known as Merigold the Fearless.
Everything all right?
Yes, thanks. Things were looking shaky.
While both women are fearsome sorceresses and kick more than their fair share of ass in The Witcher 3, we have to give the edge to Triss in this round, seeing as she's trained in magic and alchemy, and Yennefer is only trained in magic. Furthermore, her skills in both areas, along with her reputation, allowed her to serve in an official advisory role to her king, while Yennefer remained behind the scenes while advising her king.
I'll look for your signal. Soon as I see it, I'll rain fire on the forest.
Winner, Triss. Round 2. Looks.
Shall we go? You can rejoin them afterwards, in an hour or two.
Despite originally being born a hunchback, through the power of magic, Yennefer now looks radiant, what with her tall, slim figure, abundant curves, and beautiful face. Having been deformed, Yennefer is more concerned about her appearance than most, and thus she takes a lot of time to cultivate and perfect her look. While she can come off slightly masculine and intimidating due to her no-nonsense personality, her serious look would be a perfect fit for walking the modern-day catwalk and dominating beauty magazines.
I didn't, though I could have.
Triss, however, has more of a girl-next-door look, slightly innocent and more playful, but also has a great figure and beauty to spare.
He's easy prey, and that's exactly why we should help him.
Her blazing red hair sets her apart from most females in the Witcher series and is probably her most defining and sexiest feature. Her personality also lends her a softer, kinder vibe as she comes off more flirty and lighthearted.
It was the wine. Too strong.
No need to apologize. It was nothing.
Yes. Nothing.
While this round is totally subjective, as beauty is in the eye of the beholder, we're going with Yennefer because she is more classically stunning and holds a more universal appeal. While fans of redheads would argue for Triss, such fans would also, however reluctantly, have to admit that Yennefer is no slouch.
Besides, not our business.
Winner, Yennefer. Round 3. Life Story.
As for what the hunt wishes to do with that gift, I'd prefer not to think about it, really.
As we've mentioned a few times already, Yennefer was born deformed and lived her early years in a highly abusive family situation. Her father blamed Yen's deformity on her mother, who was part elf, and took out his frustrations on Yennefer, who only had her mother to protect her. When he could no longer stand being in Yennefer's presence, he left the family, and Yennefer's mother blamed his departure on her daughter, and she never forgave her. These unfortunate events eventually led Yennefer to attempt suicide at a young age before entering magic school and changing her appearance.
I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods.
While little is known about Triss's upbringing, we do know she was involved in politics all her life and served as an official advisor in her king's royal council, which suggests that she did not live a peasant's life.
But I can't just pack up and leave them all. I know what awaits those who fall into the hunter's hands.
Also, unlike Yennefer, who is quarter elf, Triss is 100% human, and it's easier to be human in the Witcher's world than other races.
Perhaps. In which case we'll die with dignity. Weapons in hand. Not tied to a stake, begging for mercy.
Thus, from what we know of both characters' pasts, Yennefer's backstory is far more interesting and generates more sympathy for her character. When we experience Yennefer being slightly cold or harsh to others, we only need to look back on her tragic story to understand why. She takes this round with ease.
You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Winner, Yennefer. Round 4. Personality.
Anyone can be made to talk, even a corpse. One must simply know how.
Which brings us to the personality of both characters. Yennefer is clearly the stricter, colder personality type in this comparison, what with her no-nonsense attitude and direct way of speaking and criticizing. Also, she carries an iron will, meaning that no one will stand in her way, and she holds strong conviction in herself. While this may rub some the wrong way, she also has a caring side too, quite motherly in fact, as she risks her life time and time again for young Ciri.
My, you've grown beautiful.
Triss comes off as more lighthearted and enjoyable to be around. She is soft-spoken and agreeable, but she's no pushover, what with her nickname being Merigold the Fearless. We'd say that Triss has a more open, accepting personality type and perhaps is more easily swayed by her emotions and her heart. After all, she did seduce an unknowing Geralt even though she knew of his past with Yennefer, suggesting that her heart leads her behavior.
You could use a bath.
So could you.
Acting as quite opposite to one another, we just get the sense that Triss is much more enjoyable to be around and to get along with. So we're giving this round to Miss Merigold. Yes, Yennefer has every reason to be a bit stern, considering her tragic life story, but if we're basing this squarely on present personality, we can't help but choose Triss.
So, tell me how Yen's doing?
Winner, Triss. Round 5. Relation to Geralt of Rivia.
Wait,
For what?
we must talk to Krak.
Why? Think he misses us? Because I missed you.
Yennefer has the longer connection to Geralt in a comparison between herself and Triss. She first met Geralt when he sought her help for his injured friend Dandelion. Dandelion was hurt by a djinn, or genie, and Geralt needed a sorceress's help to revive his friend. Geralt also used the djinn's magic to bind his destiny to Yennefer's, meaning they'd always be connected in some fashion, as he fell in love with the mysterious sorceress. Also, Geralt and Yennefer serve as the legal guardians of Ciri.
You!
Exactly. So you'd best behave.
Triss's relation to Geralt is more recent, as she essentially seduced Geralt into a relationship with her when he had lost his memory after being revived from the dead. While the two did enjoy a steamy love affair for much of the first 2 Witcher games, once Geralt regained his memory, he came to end the relationship with Triss. Also, while Triss helped train and care for Ciri at Kaer Morhen, she is more of a friend than family.
Maybe I'll give you two a moment.
Triss, please.
No, you must have missed each other terribly.
Yennefer's long history with Geralt and her motherly role to Ciri give her a clear victory in this round. Yennefer is a more essential character in the Witcher saga than Triss, and she forms a family unit with both Geralt and Ciri. While Triss took on prominence in the video games, her character is less essential to the story of the Witcher saga.
No offense, but
Offense taken.
Winner, Yennefer. Well, it looks like Yennefer emerges as the belle of the Witcher saga, besting Triss with a victory of 3-2.
A successful feast on all counts, Krak. I will see you later.
Check out these other great clips from MojoPlays, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.